Identical twins, David and Stephen Flynn, are creators of one of Ireland's health food revolutions. They own the well-known Happy Pear shop and restaurant in Greystones, County Wicklow.
Exercise is hugely important for us, I think, in terms of our own personal health. What we eat is one bit of it, exercise is the other bit, and then stress management. And I guess walking in nature fits two of those. You know, we're exercising and we're out connecting with nature.
People forget we're mammals and we need to move, so I think walking out in nature is beautiful in modern society, to connect with nature, to remember you're part of a greater ecosystem.
David and Stephen are passionate about health and exercise. Their business is their life.
Good morning, good morning. It is 5:30.
They rise at sunrise every day to swim in the sea and practice yoga on the beach. And they record most of their waking hours for social media, which they say contributes hugely to their business success.
Modern living, we're so much in towns and mobile phones, watching telly. You know, there's so much screens and computers that I think to get outdoors and move and reconnect to nature, I think it brings us back to who we really are, as opposed to who Facebook says we should be.
Only 1 hour from Dublin city centre, Avoca in County Wicklow is the location for David and Stephen's walk. The meeting of the waters beside Avoca Village is their starting point. From there, they rise gradually in a loop to reach a peak at the Motte Stone, and then slowly descend to arrive back at the meeting of the waters again. The walk is only 10 kilometres long, and it takes them through some of the most historic and scenic parts of Wicklow.
For us, we tend to be pretty casual and tend to be happier walking in our own just normal day-to-day shoes rather than hiking things. One thing that we always will bring are hats and jackets, because in Ireland it tends to be 3 to 4 seasons, and even in a summer's day like today. And in terms of a map, we just use Google Maps. So
Yeah, really handy in your pocket, always there.
And you can save a walk offline. What's most important for us though is the food. We're all about the food. So we've probably got enough food for lunch and for dinner. We've got kombucha, so that's just a fermented black tea, great for digestion. We got sourdough bread. We got pesto and avocados to go on that.
Bananas, sprouts, we bring a lot of stuff.
Apples.
Energy balls.
We brought enough for a small family for a week.
Blueberries, just in case we've eaten everything else.
We're kind of like termites, though. We tend to just graze all day.
And food is very much, it's in our hearts, so we tend to just bring a lot, and we love to eat.
To get them started, David and Stephen are being accompanied for the first few kilometres by Robert Kelly of Avoca Walking Tours.
Dave, welcome to Avoca. Good to see you. You all set for a walk today?
Rare to go.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Listen, this is the starting point of the walk, and it's the finishing point of the walk. This is the meetings of the waters. We've got the Avonmore River here, the Avonbeg River there, and from this point on, it's the Avoca River all the way down the valley. So it's a 10k complete loop walk.
Are we going up there by the cross? Or?
Yeah, we're going to be there in about 1 hour's time, and a great scenic point up there as well. So from there, we're going to go even higher, and you're going to see the entire Wicklow mountain range in front of you. From that point on, it's back down here. So it's going to be some interesting things to see. So let's have a good day, okay?
Let's do it, Robbie.
Okay, let's do it. Okay,
Right.
let's go.
Thanks, Robbie.
We're leaving the river, guys, and we're entering the Avoca Mines section of the walk now. In the next few miles, we're going to get a good appreciation of what happened here in the Avoca Mines. Directly ahead, you can see the engine house. This was the workhorse of the mines, built around 1870. But as we meander our way through the Vale now, the next hour or so, we're going to see more and more of the Avoca Mines.
The majority of this walk is on small roads, and the first half of the walk ascends gently but consistently.
By the time we get to the Motte Stone, we're going to be 210 metres above sea level, okay? For every step we take now is a rise. We're going along by the mines, and we're entering the townland of Tigroni.
The house of the Romans.
It's the house of the Romans. Some lovely viewpoints coming in there as well. You can see the copper colour.
Yeah, that's
on the rock.
Just showing the copper in the land, is that it?
Yeah, exactly. They actually used to sell that as a pigment one time. And when you go over there, you think it's kind of sandy, but when you put a digger into that, it'll bounce off because it's crystallized. I want you to just slow down, boy, and have a look at this, because this is a place called Tigroni, okay? Now, there's not that many, in fact, there's no Tigronis in the whole country. It's two plausible reasons why it is. One is that Ptolemy, who was a Roman cartographer or map man. telling me, he done a basic outline of Ireland, and one of the things he done was to include the river Avoca, which is this river below, Avoca River. Nice. So whether his crew were based here and his group were here and the locals called it the House of the Romans while they were here. That's one. The other one is before St. Patrick came, there was the guy called Palladius arrived in Ireland, and Palladius formed a couple of churches in West Wicklow. And funny enough, one of those is called the House of the Romans as well. So it's a bit ironic. So on his way across to West Wicklow, whether he formed a church here and also called it the House of the Romans, which could potentially mean that this was the first Christian site in the whole country. Yeah. So that's why we're in this townland here now, and the name is Tigroni.
So big shout out to Palladius.
Big shout out to Palladius. Okay, let's go.
Right.
Lots more to see.
Fair play. Great knowledge, Robbie.
The nice thing about this walk is the variety of interests. There's something for everyone here, from history to nature, from scenery to wildlife.
Oh, this is a nice little spot.
So you like this here? You're going to really like this one.
Okay, great. I love stories.
We've got a great community story going on here, and that's the reintroduction of the red kites. It's been an amazing success story, a bird that was hunted to extinction in this country over 100 years ago.
But there's none at all, like?
There was zero, wiped out completely. And with the help of three organisations, the Golden Eagle Trust, the National Parks and Wildlife Service, and the Welsh Red Kite Trust, they've been reintroduced.
They all came together.
They all came together. They took birds from Wales, Welsh red kites, reintroduced them back into the Avoca area. We're just lucky that this area was chosen. And people who come on the walk to see them can't guarantee it, but it's one of the big attractions now. County
Special
Wicklow
feature of Avoca.
Special feature, and everybody in the area is very proud of it.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's just over to our left there now. We can see one.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't see it at all now.
Pretty amazing.
there,
You
right
see huge, it's a big bird, like a
Where
kite.
is he? Where is he?
Just there, look, huge.
Oh yeah, look, jeez, he's huge. So these would be the equivalent of like a condor, the Irish equivalent of
Yeah,
condor,
I
nearly.
mean, the condor, the vulture.
Big bird, it really is. Like, it could look like a glider up there.
And you see, that's where the name kite comes from. He uses very little energy, you see? He doesn't have to flap his wings, he's on the wind, it's carrying him across, and he can go for miles, and he's getting very close now.
Wow, jeez, he's gorgeous, huge big creature. It's like a little mini plane or something.
He's actually getting very close here. I think he's checking you guys out.
That's a great
Just
story.
radio, I just called him
Especially when you see him,
yeah.
like that's on remote control.
So,
Good job, well done.
It's amazing to see them. Beautiful birds.
True.
Ah, yeah, I love birds.
I love birds with points.
So anyway,
God,
are you enjoying the walk so far?
That's gorgeous.
class,
Great. Beautiful
class.
part of the
Well,
world.
come here, your adventure is about to get even better, because I'm going to leave you be now. I have to go away for a couple of hours.
So we're free.
You're free. I'm going to pick you up on the far side of the mountain. So
Fantastic.
you follow that road and it's all yours from here on in.
Robbie,
beauty.
you're
See you in a little while.
Thanks,
okay?
Robbie. Beautiful.
Take care.
Cheers, Robbie.
Bye.
Thanks, Robbie.
Bye. Adventure, here we come.
Here we go, Mr. Flynn. Wow, it's nice. Look at this. Beautiful.
Don't slow it up right here.
Very, very good. I love it.
Continuing on their own now, David and Stephen's walk takes them uphill to a viewing point called Cronebane, which gives spectacular views across the whole valley. From here, they continue to the Motte Stone, the halfway mark. Then they descend through the valleys and tree-lined roads to finish where they started. David and Stephen ascend sharply for the next few hundred meters to the Cronebane viewing point.
Look at that. Oh my God, it is vast.
The cross here was built to commemorate the miners who died in the mines over the centuries. The whole area here, on both sides of the valley, was mined extensively over the last 100 years. There are signs of it everywhere, from engine towers to slag heaps to giant rake marks across the landscape. The mines have certainly left their mark on the area.